let me speak of the lineage. Because my awakening seemed to have no source, came out of the blue, in the midst of my life. And in that instant, I knew the purposefulness. I knew the current. I knew everything was shown to me, even though my system couldn't handle it, my mind couldn't handle it. I can look back now and say, yes, everything was revealed in that moment. And that it kept coming, that I took no effort and it kept coming. And the only thing is that when I had to apply effort for it to stop coming. So it was clear there was something happening here. And if I was a normal Westerner, I would just say, okay, yeah, this is it. I don't need to know any more than that. Just to receive this grace and to see this information and to be able to manifest from that place. But it was because I was touched early in my life to Meher Baba, and perhaps from lifetimes, and perhaps for other reasons, I recognized that I needed to connect to a guru, a living channel of the same principle that I was experiencing, that I could recognize. And of course, you know my story. As soon as I saw his video of Sri Atmananda, it was the same as the Ganges flowing down my throat. It was absolutely clear to me that this was what this was pointing to all along. But if I'd listened to my Western mind, I would have taken my van out into the desert and accumulated whatever power was going to come to me. And I didn't one of the, not dime a dozen, no doubt about it. But I would have been a Western teacher. But because I was pulled to that tradition, I was pulled to India. And in this 6 years that I lived there, I immersed myself in that lineage. But I didn't know that I was just immersing myself in the lineage of the Bhagavad Gita and the Vedas. I was immersing myself in the lineage of Vishnu manifesting through my teacher, of the Supreme Being coming into creation periodically to assist mankind during periods of darkness, to hold it when it's being overtaken, so it does not lose the opportunity of that evolution. So my lineage is the Supreme Being. My lineage is Vishnu. My lineage is Krishna. My lineage is Sri Atmananda. And I bow to them all. But I know now that who I've always been bowing to has always been the Supreme Being. And it's always been this expression of the Supreme Being that comes to nurture, to support the good, the truth, to dismantle, destroy, to dispel the darkness, the ignorance, and the obscurity, and to reestablish Dharma, reestablish the right action, the right life, the true life, so that the human for world order is how the Gita says it. For the maintenance of world order. You see, it's not what Trump and his cronies and rebellions are doing. It's not this chaos that serves. It's the order that serves. The ordering allows the chaos to take some relative solidity. And on this relative solidity can then the evolution manifest the next level. Each ordering becomes a platform by which the next level of ordering comes until the ordering is sufficient that we can wake up to our original nature and our purpose in existence. So at every moment, the Vishnu comes, the Shiva comes, the Krishna comes to establish the greater good, the opportunity for the highest possibility. That's my lineage. And that is what is the call of my teaching. It's the invitation that I bring. This is the lineage, to join this lineage, to become a partaker, a supporter, a collaborator, an instrument or channel for this lineage. It's been difficult for me as a Westerner, as a person. I've come and reanimated my personhood, and I've invested myself in becoming more and more personal. I've kept an informality. I've kept a relaxed pattern. I've stepped out of the rigidity or the structure symbol and more into a dynamic expression or showing of what it is to be a divine human. But I have not been able to take full responsibility for this tradition that's trying to manifest now. And that's where this is, and this is the transition I'm speaking of. And that is what is my work from this moment. It's now declared, and all of you here have witnessed and heard. To bring this in a way that can be more true and effective, that can step out of this endless bickering, complaining, dissatisfaction, judgment, reaction, vengeance that's continuously distorting our ability to perceive the underlying reason all of this is showing up in our lives. Why all of this is actually in this larger current, purposeful current, so that we can come to responsibility, so we can begin to discover our own discipleship and our own capacity to be able to tap into this current, to be a channel and instrument